Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for the invitation. And let me start by congratulating for this excellent event. I heard it was not only me speaking on behalf of the Commission here, and I trust you're satisfied with the attention which the Commission has paid to this conference. I believe this event's success owes much to the efforts of Viscount d'Avignon and CSR Europe. They have put a lot of work into ensuring that it went smoothly. The subject matter has been rich and the contributions have been of the highest quality. And the main thrust of the event is exactly one that I wholeheartedly support. I have always seen corporate social responsibility as important in helping the European Union to come through this unprecedented crisis and come out stronger. If we simplify the issues, the companies, businesses are there to make profits, and that's what they are good at, while the governments, on the other hand, have to defend the common good. We have mutual rights and obligations in working out a balance between these two. If companies take their role in the economy and society seriously, which means seeing employment and social development as an issue for them as corporate citizens, then we in the public sector and government can work with them to achieve inclusive growth. This is one reason why the Commission deliberately mentioned CSR Europe in our communication on corporate social responsibility at the end of 2011. We wanted to acknowledge the work done by them and especially by the member companies in furthering CSR at European level. Our communication reflects many of the issues that CSR Europe has been grappling with. We share your concern for results and impact. First, the international focus on CSR continues. The EU is responding to the UN on business and human rights. We continue to negotiate sustainability clauses in trade agreements. We're stepping up coherence work with other international CSR instruments. And I know that CSR Europe has invested in base of the pyramid activities and is looking at human rights with member companies. Secondly, reporting on CSR activities will feature in a proposal for legislation that the Commission is about to unveil. CSR Europe has been very helpful in addressing the implementation implications of such initiatives. Thirdly, education, reskilling and training, employability, population change and workplace challenges are all mentioned in the communication. My services are grateful to CSR Europe for their contribution to our recent seminar on youth, entrepreneurship, volunteering and CSR itself. In addition, I want to acknowledge their contribution to suitable strategies for active aging. This commitment has led the way in bringing greater involvement and visibility in CSR practice. I believe these do affect the bottom line, that is, that companies can and do contribute to smart, sustainable and inclusive growth with quality jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, corporate social responsibility can also support specific Commission policy initiatives. I am referring in particular to our employment package for a job-rich recovery and our forthcoming social investment package. The Commission adopted the employment package in April in response to the worsening employment situation in the European member states. It emphasizes the need for a fresh policy focus on job creation and labor demand. The economic and social rationale for this initiative was to support human capital and high employment as major drivers of economic growth. The supply-side economic policy, labour market reform in the member states is necessary. but not sufficient to create the right conditions for job creation, especially at a time of recession. To mobilize labour as a source of growth, we need to boost demand for labour too. Drawing on best practice in the Member States, the Commission feels this can be done through employment policy measures. These include targeted hiring subsidies for new net recruitment, a budget-neutral tax shift from labour to other sources, and greater support for business startups, self-employment, and the social economy. In addition, in-work benefit can be made to boost the take-home pay of less advantaged groups on the labour market. Meanwhile, aligning wage setting on the development of productivity can also help sustain aggregate demand. The Commission also believes that such across-the-board employment policy measures should be backed up by action in specific sectors, sectors that have the potential to drive a job-rich growth by addressing the structural challenges facing Europe. These are the move to a low-carbon and resource-efficient economy, population ageing, and the fast technological change. The Commission proposes practical action plans for the Member States to support and develop job opportunities in the green economy, the healthcare sector, and ICT, with measures ranging from anticipating and attracting relevant skill profiles to retaining staff in such sectors as healthcare. The employment package also makes the case for a dynamic labour market and identifies balanced economic reform in the Member States. It seeks to achieve a better work-life balance by advocating support for labour market transitions and drawing on best practice in the Member States. Improving the balance between work and family or private life is an important factor in fostering economic recovery, sustainable demographics, and social and personal well-being. Affordable and high-quality care services, adequate family-related leave, and flexible working arrangements for both men and women play an important role in creating opportunities for individuals and enabling Europe's whole workforce to achieve its potential. I hope I can count on your support in improving the representation of women on your boards following the Commission's recent proposal on this subject. The Commission is set to reflect the policy orientations in the employment package during the next European semester by focusing on job creation, building a balanced and properly functioning EU labour market, and involving the social partners. There's much in this agenda that I hope can attract the private sector. We need your commitment to make all this work. The European Union itself has not been idle in these areas. As you know, the EU's main instrument for investing in people is the European Social Fund, and it has co-financed a significant number of initiatives to promote corporate social responsibility. Examples range from providing training for business leaders in Lithuania to the production of good practice guide in Luxembourg. Comprehensive schemes co-financed include the Corporate Social Responsibility in SMEs program in Germany, which provides multidimensional CSR support totaling 26 million euros over 3 years. Such assistance will continue to be possible in the next programming period. In addition, the Commission intends to foster the Social Fund co-financing of financial instruments. There could be here a good opportunity to promote CSR-friendly investment funds. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to end with a few thoughts on the need to invest in society. I have often said that much of what we call social benefits are actually a form of social investment in social cohesion that reduces future social outlays, investment in future skills through training, and so on. In fact, in the coming period, there will be 2 very important Commission initiatives launched to support these goals and their implementation. One of them next week, a youth employment package, and the other one, which I already mentioned at the beginning, a social investment package. The youth package aims at tackling the most burning issue in many member states, which is youth unemployment. It is really at a record high level, and it is a high risk in terms of losing the potential of the young generation, which is in fact the best trained, best educated generation, but excluded from opportunities to join the workforce in the appropriate forms. We have to work on employment in terms of quantity, but also we have to work on employment in terms of quality, and that's why this youth package will not only include a youth guarantee scheme, to propose the Council and to prepare the Council, developing Council recommendations on this, but also a quality framework for traineeships to address the question of the quality of traineeships, which is quite diverse, but is a source of a lot of disappointment and discontent, and we will ask the social partners to continue their consultations on this and prepare a good outcome. I believe on these issues, whether it is social investment, whether it is youth employment and the quality of traineeships, corporate social responsibility also can play a strong role. CSR should also be seen as corporate social opportunities, opportunities to expand the market for businesses' products, opportunities to improve our workers' human capital and thus our productivity, opportunities to reduce overheads by reducing social welfare benefit. One idea that we should consider exploring is the possibility of financing social investment bonds. This would mean that private sector investors agree to finance social programs that are laid down by the public sector and resourced in staffing by non-governmental organizations. The payback would be a share in the high return that can be available from well-managed social investments. I am confident that you will take these proposals seriously, and I will remain ready to discuss it with you in the future. I thank you very much for your attention.